Oh my God, your poor dad.
Read what you're going to read.
Okay, so it says Regina George and her minions. I saw a clip on TikTok and was excited to check out this podcast. What I got instead was the generic brand of Call Her Daddy with less than entertaining dialogue. Conversation is bleak and mundane. These ladies also take enjoyment in mocking Christians and differing beliefs. Then there's Than. If you're looking for the real life Mean Girls, you found your podcast. Don't waste your time.
Wow, that cuts really deep. Also, the generic version of Call Her Daddy, where? When have we ever talked about like
I don't know,
or had interviews?
But if anyone's wondering, this person's name is Morgan.
That's hilarious. We got a comment that was like, just to let you know, the devil is real. And I was like, okay, sis.
The devil's in the details.
That is true. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I knew we were going to offend people with like the saying, I still stand by what I say. Like, if you're blaming the devil on your marital problems, like, you are just putting a Band-Aid. Like, you need to actually change yourself.
Yeah, and look, I tried to be on the same faith path as people.
You tried.
But I was told that I was just on a different faith path, so it happens. But on a lighter note, the next one we got was, I never wanted a sister, ... but now I'm sad I don't have one. Your dynamics, the love, the real, the honesty, the humor, all of it, I'm hooked.
That's cute. That's what we're trying to be. Like, if you either have a sister, you can relate to us, or if you don't, we're your sisters.
Yeah.
And the thing about us is, like, you can tell us anything, and like, we're not always going to give you the answer that you like want, but we're going to give you the answer that like you need to hear.
Yeah, we're going to give you a answer.
We're going to give you a answer.
Yeah.
Should we say our intro?
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome back to Your Poor Dad. You cannot choose your sisters, but you can choose your podcast. So thank you for joining us to be in the fourth parent sister. Wow, that is kind of hard.
I know. Welcome back to Your Poor Dad. Welcome back to Your Poor Dad.
Okay, so this is our FaceTime mini app. If you're just new to the pod. And
yep.
we do these because Paige and we do these like morning FaceTimes and we like, you know, bitch about everything in the world. And we're like, this is what people probably want to hear. Mm-hmm. We had a brief FaceTime and it's funny because we like just were going over what we wanted to talk about. And we both had the same thing on our list. Mm-hmm. Okay, so should we just get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay, what do you want to talk about first?
I don't know. Which one should we talk about first?
Well, there's a huge BB update.
This is not the BB update that anyone wanted, but this is
or expected.
It surely isn't the BB update that I wanted. But this is the BB update that I got. Right. And BB no longer wants to talk to me. So
That's the update.
So here's the thing. Brenna, love you. You know, like I thought it was great, you know? Mm-hmm. But I guess he's not the same as a sister, you know?
It's bye for now.
I think he was letting me down gently.
Well, it is really hard to like start a long distance relationship with someone you don't know at all. You don't have any mutual friends. The only mutual friend you have is Brenna.
It's just like so disappointing because I've been talking to him since November.
Yeah.
That's kind of a long time. So I definitely started to develop feelings. Mm-hmm. And so it was quite unexpected. I was sitting on the couch and I get a text message and I open it and it's like a long one. So I'm like, oh, like this is going to be good.
It's never good when it's long. And
then I was like, oh, wow, this is not what I was thinking was going to be in this text message. And he just like wants time to himself right now. So
Yeah.
I said, that sucks. And thank you for being honest.
That's all we could ask for. Well, I'm really sorry. It really sucks. Especially like there's so much buildup in the future. And I feel like that it's like, and that's how I kind of felt with Colorado.
Well, and it's like the week of my birthday.
Yeah.
And that just like kind of took the wind out of my sails. And I'm just like,
what can we do to put wind back into your sails?
You know, I don't really know, because here's the thing about my birthday. It's 2 days before Valentine's Day. And like, you really, it's not that I ever really care that I'm single on Valentine's Day or my birthday, but it's like, you know, having someone be like, I just like don't want to talk to you anymore, like that for that whole week, it's like a constant reminder of like, oh, not only are you like single, you're like freshly really single, like this person like doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like that, it just like,
well, so
hurts.
Paige is back on the horse. She was never like off the horse, but she was like looking for a place to
saddled,
taking a break.
Settled. Yeah.
Yeah, like the horse was like maybe at the corral and you were just like sitting on it, and now you're back like.
I mean, yeah. I guess I'm not back until I like.
So maybe this time we ask if anyone has anyone in like the Austin area or Fort Worth. Dallas, Fort Worth would be easy for you.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would. I would never hook you up with that singer because like.
No. The answer is no.
Yeah. Would somebody like him?
I don't know. I didn't really like that guy.
I feel like, what if you guys could like sing together?
That would be like a fun
What are
hobby,
some
but like,
things, what are some things that you like?
I like when people are funny. I like when they think I'm funny.
Yeah.
I like when they are like smart and like driven.
Tall.
I love tall.
Would you consider going to 5'11"?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah. But also I just like, that's the thing that's so awkward about this whole thing. It's not like BB was my boyfriend, right? But we were like dating.
You were like courting.
We were like courting, but it feels like a breakup.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm going, like, obviously if I'm not dating him, then I'm going to eventually have to date somebody else. But it's like, because it feels so much like a breakup, like I don't feel like ready to go on a date yet. You know what I mean? It's like weird.
Because like somebody just like pulled the rug out and you're like, oh wait, I have to adjust that like this person isn't going to be like in my life, like texting me and stuff.
And it's like, what a fucking hit to the ego when like I wasn't expecting it. And I was just like,
and like we have a podcast, everyone's like, BB update.
And like we recorded the podcast like what, a day or two before, and I had given an update, and I'm like, things are good. We're still talking. I like him. And then the next day he hits me with that text, and I was like, fuck.
Those are hard to receive.
You know, but I what's that saying? I just like took it on the chin or something. Like just like, okay, thank you. I said I appreciate your honesty.
I love honesty.
And I said, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm sure it was something along the lines of, let me know if you change your mind.
Wow.
I know.
Well, I'm just like really waiting I feel like this is your year, and I feel like you are going to find somebody this year. That's like, the thing with like you that is so different than Bailey and I are like, we're a little bit more like free spirits with dating. Mm-hmm. And I think you are just like an intense like lover, you know, like.
Well, it just like, I don't necessarily think that. I think that I get annoyed so easily that it's really hard for me to find somebody that doesn't annoy the absolute shit out of me. And because like there's like, I don't know if it's just Austin or what, but it's like, yeah, it's either like one of two things. It's like, yeah, like I'm kind of just like a douche and I know I'm cool. I have this like cool car and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I make this money, whatever. Or it's like, look at this big fish that I caught the other day and whatever. You know what I mean? It's like either way, I like can't, I'm just like, dial it down. Let's just be normal.
Well, yeah. And it's hard to get past like those outer shells of people because like under it, hopefully there's like a human being.
Yeah, and everyone's nervous on a first date, but like if the first date isn't good for me, like you're not getting a second one. Yeah. You know?
If you don't feel the vibe, there's just no point in doing that like from a dating app. Like if you know the person and like you have, I don't know, like mutual friends, it's like a little different, I think.
Yeah.
But like dating apps, it's like, I don't know you. I don't owe you anything.
Yeah. So anyways, that's a bummer. I'm pretty sad about it, but you know, I literally have no choice. So here we are.
You have no choice but to go forward.
I have no choice. It's like, what am I supposed to say? Like, no, please reconsider. It's like,
no, God, no. Jesus.
It's like, okay, thank you for your honesty. Let me know if you change your mind. See ya.
Yeah. Well, R.I.P. to BB. Let's move on.
Yeah, on to the other topic.
Okay, so I don't know if the sisters are as heavily involved in this TikTok drama as us, but there's this girl on TikTok and her name is No, I'm Ashley, or No, It's Ashley. And she's a Taylor Swift impersonator. And she does look a lot like Taylor. Like the first time I saw her, I was like, holy shit, she does look so much like Taylor Swift.
Because she tries to look like Taylor Swift.
Yeah. But like her eyes, kind like in her mouth.
And like she gets her hair cut like 1989 Taylor.
Yeah. And so she did this video holding her cat that looks exactly like Taylor Swift's cat. And she's like, I got asked to go to the Grammys. I'm so excited. I'm partnering with the Grammys. Like she specifically said partnering with the Grammys. And then she gets to LA and like makes a TikTok and is like saying that she's no longer attending the Grammys. And like, it's like this whole dramatic thing.
Yeah. So for me, I am not annoyed that she made her first TikTok about saying she was going to the Grammys because like from all of the emails and things, personally, I just think, first of all, how many times did she say, well, my husband is my acting manager?
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, when she said that she was no longer going to the Grammys, then everyone starts saying like, oh, she's a liar. She's this. She was never going to the Grammys, blah, blah, blah. So then she starts bringing out the receipts. And then everyone's talking, not everyone, but like so many people are talking about this. Everyone.
It feels like it's everyone.
It feels like everyone because it's like on my For You page. But like a lot of people are making videos like making fun of her, like going and not getting.
I mean, regardless, it's really sad. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this just from a business standpoint. Why would you act on these deliverables, right? The first one being by midnight on like January 31st or something, right? She had to like do her first TikTok. Yeah. And there were like 21 TikTok reels and whatever that she was in the contract. Mm-hmm. But why are you pursuing anything until that contract is signed? That's my number one, okay? Because the contract was never signed on their end, on like the company's end. So that would be one sketchy for me. It's like, well, okay, until we have this signed from both parties contract, then like I don't need to, now we need to revise the contract because these dates don't work, whatever. But then the second thing is, I don't really understand why she was making such a big deal. The only thing that she was saying she was wanting to like revise in the contract was being able to have someone, her husband, who's her acting manager, walk with her on the red carpet because for her safety, because she looks so much like Taylor Swift, she fears for her safety on the red carpet. So that was the only thing that she was trying to like get in the contract, instead of looking at the first line that says they have the right to cancel at any moment. Yeah. So I was just really confused. Like, one, you didn't get the contract sent back to you signed. That's a big red flag. Why even
Two,
why even go spend the money on the hotel and the flights? I just thought that was weird.
well, and it's like she just gives off major victim vibes in like all of her videos. Like, it's like such a burden for her to look like Taylor Swift, but like she
wants to look like Taylor Swift. And then did you hear when she was like, I don't look like Taylor Swift, I have brown eyes? I'm sorry.
That you literally look exactly like her because you try to look exactly like her too. Like, you lean into it. It's like you could totally, I would love to know what she used to look like. But also, I don't even care enough because she gives me such like, sorry, but like she's a little losery.
Yeah. But I think the cherry on top of it was when she DM'd the CEO of the Recording Academy.
Did they respond?
Yes.
Stop.
I swear to God. He was just like, something along the lines of, I'm sorry this happened to you. Can you please tell me like what company you were working with so I can know where to start? Something like that.
Also, somebody on TikTok was saying, and they made an excellent point, but that like Taylor's management probably got wind of this because once she posted that she was going to the Grammys, a lot of like Taylor people who don't like her started talking about it. And I'm sure they got wind of it. And they were probably like, no, that's fucking weird. We don't want to put Taylor in that position. And they nixed it. And that makes so much sense. And then also like the whole like buying your own flight. She has 1 million followers. Like, she should not be buying her own flight to go to the Grammys.
Well, and from what I gather from the receipts is her campaign was really to generate attention from Swifties. Like, I'm attending, like, this TikTok is for Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift only. If you're not Taylor Swift, keep scrolling. Like, I'm going to the Grammys, like, you should too, kind of thing. Because at the time, she hadn't announced that she was going.
So they just want people to watch the Grammys.
Exactly. And since Swifties, I mean, huge, that's fine. But once there's confirmation that Taylor's going, it's like, they don't need knockoff Taylor Swift.
Like, we don't want to see someone who looks like Taylor Swift. We want to see Taylor Swift.
Which, speaking of Taylor's,
why, like, maybe the Grammys, this is their own personal problem. Maybe they should make a better show and start actually like, I love Bonnie Raitt. I think it was really cool they gave her that award. But did you see how shocked she was that she won?
No, I didn't get to.
Oh, sorry. She beat Lizzo, Harry Styles, Taylor, and Beyonce. Bonnie Raitt.
Whoa.
Like, they were like, they announced it and they're like, Bonnie Raitt. She was like literally like shocked as shit.
Whoa. Also, did you hear about Harry Styles, like the turntable?
Stage.
Like, what?
And then all this, like, first of all, Harry Styles fans are fucking crazy. I didn't know Harry Styles was like such a thing.
Duh.
Like, no, I didn't know he was like literally Beyonce level, like Taylor level. I don't know. He's not on my radar. But yeah, they were like all saying the Grammys set him up. I'm like, no, that was probably just like a mistake.
But why even if you're making this big turntable, why even make it go both ways? You know what I mean? It's like
that's what I thought too.
Like, why make it have the ability to go both ways? Just have it go one way. There's no confusion.
And there's no like directions. Like, it has to go clockwise. Like, come on.
And I just thought that was wild.
I'd also cried when Casey Musgraves sang with Loretta Lynn's guitar, and she sang Coal Miner's Daughter, which I just like. I don't know why that song reminds me of Gigi, R.I.P.
Because she was a coal miner's daughter.
No, it's like Gigi has Coal Miner Daughter's vibes. Like she was born in East Texas, and she just like got out of there and went to the big city.
She did. She put on her little high-heeled cowboy boots, and she strutted on out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
What were you going to say, speaking of Taylor?
Oh, speaking of Taylor, I am living for all of the pictures that I keep seeing of the after party.
Oh, her drunk.
She just... Like, her with Becca and Haley. Like, did you see those pictures?
No.
Yeah, and apparently... Remember when Taylor and Haley did a duet to Delicate together?
Yes.
Okay, so Becca was backstage, and at that time, they weren't out. They weren't publicly out as a couple. And apparently, Taylor was one of the first people that Becca told, because Becca wasn't out yet. And apparently, Taylor was just like super supportive and just like amazing. So then seeing that picture of them three like reunited was just really sweet. So I loved that. And then obviously I love Kelsey Ballerini, so I love any like Kelsey and Taylor content with
I didn't
Fletcher.
see that.
Yes. Where are you living, under a rock?
Honey, I only saw that one picture where that girl had her tongue out and she was like,
And she was wearing Joe's leather jacket.
wait, Joe was there?
Yeah.
Oh. I also really like Jack Antonoff.
Yeah. So I mean, they're a great duo.
Yeah, iconic. And isn't it so
Iconic.
weird Jack Antonoff and Lena Dunham dated? People are so mean about Lena Dunham, and it's like, why?
Well,
Like, she's a little annoying, but like, so is everyone.
yeah, I think it's because like the thing about here's this thing about her that I don't want to repeat, but like every time someone says her name, it's the first thing that I think of, and it just
What?
like I can't
Say it. Just say
like
it.
she wrote in her book that she like I can't say it.
Just
She would like touch her sister.
no, okay. Okay.
She was like I was little, and I was like,
oh.
anyways,
That's disgusting.
You can cut that part out if you want, but that's like
Okay, well, I was just thinking of the Lena Dunham that created Girls.
Love
Like,
that.
I'm obsessed with Girls. I thought Girls was like such a good show.
I loved Girls.
Yeah. Now I'm disturbed. I have a pit. You just gave me a pit in my stomach.
You want to know who else probably has a pit?
Who?
Ashley.
Simpson?
No, it's Ashley.
Oh.
She
the
keeps
Taylor Swift impersonator.
Yeah, I keep thinking. The other thing that was wild to me is she just kept making TikTok reply videos on people who would, say some kind of comment, and she'd make a video, I think, thinking it was going to make it better, but it kept
doesn't.
making it worse. And I was
That's
like,
the thing about justifying yourself and explaining yourself on TikTok. You're never going to win. Mm-hmm. Explaining yourself is never going to do well. I love getting hate. Actually,
don't.
I know.
Well, you know who doesn't? Me and Bailey.
I know, but I like it.
So
'cause then
be
I
careful.
reply, and I always say, I don't know. I try to turn it on its head. Give it.
We could
give
do a somersault,
response.
a little cartwheel.
Yeah. Update on me. I finally got power. The reason why I didn't post last week's FaceTime is because you could hear Mr. Roberts on a call the whole time, and I didn't know if there's super secret business stuff that you just don't know with the internet.
Yeah, he's like a super secret fancy guy.
Right. He's super secretly fancy. And also, he did kind of make a comment you keep me secret. And I'm like, I don't keep you secret. I keep you protected. Because I also, like, you just don't know. Like, you see people that, like, get a little bit of information and then it just goes crazy. And I just don't want that to happen with us. And I don't want to do that to him.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But it's going to come out sooner or later.
Yeah, like, people, it's like, I mean, Alex Cooper, her boyfriend, not that we're anywhere near her.
Yeah, what'd they call us? The generic brand.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
We're like the Kirkland's brand.
yeah, we're the Kirklands. We're like the generic Adderall of Call Her Daddy. But, like, everyone knows who her boyfriend is, but, like, she just doesn't go out and say it. It's like you have to put effort to find out.
Right. Right. And then luckily for me, I don't have a boyfriend, so there's nothing to find out.
Right.
Just kidding. I'm still sad. But here we are. I'm not going to cry today.
But Mr. Roberts is coming to your birthday.
He is?
Yes.
That's
And
really
we also need
nice.
to think of our Super Bowl plans. Maybe we should do, like, a little brunch in the morning.
I like brunch.
Okay.
What time does the Super Bowl start? That's a nighttime thing, right? Or is it a daytime thing?
I feel like it's, like, night.
Hmm.
It sucks because, like, in California, the games start earlier. So, like,
yeah.
once the Super Bowl's over, you could, like, go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Let's
They're playing
see.
in Phoenix, though. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
It says 5:30 p.m., but it's like 5:30 for who?
Probably Arizona. Also, can we talk about Arizona being the Florida of the West?
What?
Arizona's the Florida of the West.
So,
Similar vibes, you know, people. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of, like, creepy murders that happen in Arizona, just like there's a lot of creepy murders that happen in Florida. But I do love Arizona.
it's 5:30 our time because it's 6:30 Eastern time and 4:30 local to Arizona time.
Got it. That's late, honey. That's late for me.
5:30? No.
Yeah, because those games take 10 hours.
Yeah, but don't regular night football games start at like 7?
Yeah, too late for me, too.
Okay, well, at least this is before that.
Well, as long as I can see Rihanna, I can go to bed.
Can you go back to explaining why you think Arizona is the Florida of the West?
Because it has, like, creepy vibes. Everyone knows weird shit goes down in Florida. Think about the swamps. Think about the deserts. Deserts are the swamps of the desert.
I understand what you're trying to say.
No, because, like,
But I just don't agree. I think Arizona is so much cooler.
no, Arizona is, well, you could argue that Florida's cooler. It has beaches. I personally am an Arizona girly because I love the
Sounds like
desert.
it.
And in my soul, I'm like a lizard. And I'm like shooting for retirement in Palm Springs, hopefully. But if I miss, I'm going to land in Lake Havasu and be a huge river rat and like be like leathery.
Wait, that is your future.
That is, I know.
And I honestly, I love that for you.
It's either Palm Springs or Lake Havasu.
I love that.
I'm hoping for Palm Springs.
Man, Lake Havasu is fun though.
No, Lake Havasu is super fun, but like there is like a vibe,
Okay.
you know? Like there's a river rat vibe.
And like you would be the definition of the river rat because like you always want to be younger than you are. And so like when
Yeah.
you're like 80, you're just going to be like with
With my
your
big fake
your
tits.
boobs are going to still look the way that they look now and you'll just be like,
Oh, yeah. No, my boobs will be like probably tennis balls in socks. And I'll be like whipping them around on the pontoon boat.
nice.
And I'll be like drinking like a big tall boy of Miller Lite. Like I'm either like I like to like lean into these personas. By that time, who knows who I'll be like. Actually, I'll probably just take on the personality of whoever the last husband I marry.
Right.
So we don't know what that's going to be like.
I wonder if I'll even ever marry.
Honey, you will.
We don't know it.
Honey, you probably won't divorce. I don't think anyone ever saw me as being like the big divorce girly.
No. We were still kind of shocked that you even got married.
I think my next one will be for life.
Hopefully.
Until one of us dies, at least.
Sounds suspicious.
I think I'm going to live till I'm like 95.
Yeah, I don't know about me.
I think you'll have like a longer life. We just got to keep that stress off your shoulders. Stress kills.
There's so much stress on these shoulders.
We got to like inject a little delusion into your veins.
I do need some delusion.
Delusion's amazing.
I'm like a little too realistic.
You're realistic on the verge of pessimistic. There's no way we could ever get a reservation for 15 people.
We literally cannot.
I will find one.
I don't want to go.
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I don't want to just go to a restaurant. I want to go to a restaurant that I want to go to. And I already looked into that yesterday.
Did you call places or did you just go on Open Table?
I went on Open Table because
they don't do big reservations.
Exactly. I know, but that's my whole thought process. There's no point a group that big.
Let's get into this on this podcast.
Yeah, like we're not doing it. So we'll be at my house and it'll be fine.
All right.
All right.
Anything else you want to say to the sisters?
Oh,
I can hear your little pig over there.
Oh, he's taking his mid-morning snooze.
Your dogs are like so regimented.
I know. I love them. I got nothing else.
All right, I have plenty more I could say, but
okay, prove it. Okay.
Well, the Yin Yang twins have a lot of hits.
Okay.
And that's all I've been thinking about this morning.
Women
always talk about what men do. They don't ever talk about what women do, at least till now. Every now and then you get mad. Okay, anyways, unless you went to high school in like the early 2000s, you probably don't know.
Yeah, yin yang twin. I can't even say it.
Yin Yang twins.
It just hits different.
It hits diff. Like literally put on This Is Yin Yang Twins on Spotify and like while you're cleaning and you just can't help but have a little pep in your step.
But clean the entire house.
Yeah. Put a little mushrooms in your Celsius.
Don't even.
I reached out to Schedule 35. I was like, I don't know if you guys like send people things, but like.
But I cannot stop talking about you. So
No, literally, that's what I said.
I believe
People
it.
cared. People are like, tell me more about the mushrooms.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Also, this top I got sent to me from LSKD. It's an Australian brand.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right,
well, this was fun.
Make sure to share this episode with a sister because we're really trying to grow. And I have 90,000 followers on TikTok now. So there's no reason I shouldn't have like the biggest podcast in Austin.
And Brenna, please don't stop listening to the podcast because we still love you as
Brenna,
a sister.
You know what? As payment for, well, you already did us a huge favor by introducing Paige to BB, but like as, it would make it better if you just like got the whole town of Kansas City to listen to us.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever said his other sister's name. So I don't know if I should or not on the podcast because, people like privacy. But anyways, I don't want you to stop listening either because I love you guys and it's okay.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
All right.
Okay, well, find us more sisters and we love you.